Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is my energy, tarot, and astrology read for where we are now and the coming week. I want to start by talking about London and perhaps the whole of the UK at the moment. I do feel like we're in a kind of portal until after the Queen's funeral on Monday. I think I'm definitely feeling the energy shift since Thursday the 8th. I felt just kind of mildly unwell or not quite right since then. And I'm expecting this feeling to pass after Monday. It's a strong feeling of purging something negative from the energy body. And that also creates an uncomfortable feeling in the physical body. But it's very much needed and ultimately healing. So I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I just wanted to mention that. So, the first message I've got for this week is an intuitive message. It's that the force is strong and you don't need to influence or interfere with it. So, at the moment, something may not have gone your way, or it might seem unjust or unfair, but don't try and force or influence the outcome too much because justice will be done in a big way, kind of karmically, and that will show that you were right all along. Now, I'm talking on an individual personal level. It does sound like I'm talking about the world situation that we've gone through, but this message is more, personal. So, next message is from Barking Abbey. This is where I was this morning. I just didn't want to go into central London this weekend, but Barking Abbey is a really good place to tune into your intuition. I have done a separate video on it. Okay, so here I got two messages to share. One was that your time will come, and this felt like a promise. So, whatever that means to you, your time will come. And the second message was that you will be rewarded for all your efforts. So, this is in relation to something you've really worked hard at over a long time. The reward will come. Okay, just some details about the astrology at the moment. We've got lots of planets retrograde. So Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all retrograde. So that makes it a really good time and powerful time for going back and reviewing things. Then we've got the equinox on about the 21st. It's actually late this year. Here in the UK, it's at 2 a.m. on the 23rd. So I'm interested to see what's announced in the news that day because equinoxes are very powerful energetically. And with that equal day and night of the equinox, it's always a moment of pause and balance and then a change of direction. So northern hemisphere going into the dark half of the year and southern hemisphere going into the light half of the year. So see what tips and changes and turns in your own life around the equinox. Okay, then next weekend, I'll talk about this more probably next weekend, but just know that this week we're building up to the new moon in Libra. And Libra, again, is all about justice and balance. And that's on the 25th of September at 10:54 p.m. UK time. I was listening to Pam Gregory, astrologer, and she reminded me about the Saturn Uranus Square that's building at the, and I think it's exact at the beginning of October. So we've had these Saturn Uranus squares, which are clashes all the way through 2021. And this is the last one. So it's this last burst of energy in relation to Saturn Uranus. And then that whole kind of story just moves on. So Saturn's all about restriction, the past, and control. And Uranus is all about innovation, the future, and freedom. So it peaks early October and lasts kind of all the way through October, but then dissipates from November onwards. So that would be an interesting one to watch. Okay, then I've pulled some cards for us for now and the coming week. First one here on the left is the Seven of Cups. So this card is all about choices, decisions about new beginnings and confusion in relation to that. So it brings up questions of what do I want? What are my options? Because each cup here contains a different option. What should I choose? What's right for me? And because it's cups, cups are all about emotions. So how do I feel about it all? How do I feel about each choice? And there may be mixed feelings. So with all this retrograde, this really ties in. It's saying you're in a stage of not knowing. And it's a time to research your options, find out more about things, explore all the ideas, and have a plan A, B, C, and D. And after a few weeks, then you'll be ready to make your move. This doesn't mean that you can't start formulating a definite plan now and keep adding to it, but the real move and the real speed and activity will be in a couple of weeks. So making that change right now would be a bit premature because there's more to either plan or discover or find out. But you can be doing all of that and coming up with, detailed, strong kind of plan of action, just for your own confidence so you can hit the ground running when it's time to go. And then here we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is often described as the card of feeling out in the cold. It's all about worry and anxiety, which I feel links in with this kind of choice and confusion idea from this card. There can also be fear of failure or not succeeding at something, linked with this card. And also, it can be about making choices based on money rather than happiness for your own security. So these are some of the ideas we're reflecting on at the moment. I didn't put it in the picture, but the star card was on the bottom of the deck. And I talked about that, I think, in the last video. So even though there's a bit of anxiety and worry and confusion around at the moment, the star's reminding us that it will be okay. It will be actually better than you fear. Recognize fear just for what it is. Often it's, not something that's happened, not something that's going to happen, but a lot of it can be in our mind. But yeah, so it's just a reminder, even though you may feel stuck in fear or sort of in limbo at the moment, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And I picked carnelian for us this week. That's this red coloured stone here. It's very grounding. I feel like we need that. So, go out to the park or the garden, wherever you can, and touch the earth. Remember to breathe and don't be overcome with worry. When you feel that, be practical. Do what you can, come up with a plan and do what makes you feel a little bit more in control. Okay, everyone, I hope that message was helpful. I hope you have a really good week to come, and I'll talk again soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.